Number 5. Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest top 5 traps of the week. It's going to be all solo traps today. If you like these videos, leave a thumbs up on the video. It helps out the channel a ton. We're going to be starting off with BillyTheTrap on his solo trap. All these will be solo traps. He does have YouTube, so his link will be in the description down below, so go check out his channel. He's going to be starting off with an attack from Poa Ricky. He's going to be coming in with a Pod Ricky. Sorry, it's Pod Ricky. Anyways, he's coming in with a Cab Blast against what's called Billy's frontline, which is infantry. So he did 515,000, was not able to get a walk back. So good job to Billy for capping Pod Ricky. He is a full mythic, tier 5 familiars, all that jazz. So he is a really good what's called attacker here. So we'll take a look at what he sent. He is sending another attack though. So as soon as he was going to look at the reports, he saw he was sending another attack. He's like, okay, there's nothing wrong with this attack. And then he sends another attack. He's like, oh no, I better switch to my horde gear. His leaderless attacks actually do quite a bit of damage, especially with the tier 5. The other guy's just sending tier 2s, not a big deal, but he's sending another one. So he's hit a couple times. He's already filled his infirmaries with those tier 4, tier 5 hits. So Billy has to really speed up his healing. He wasn't expecting that because they were leaderless. Usually after the person goes out with their leader, you're like, okay, it's not too bad. But this guy does over 200k damage without his leader. So he has to quickly heal in between these. So it's like a self gangbang here, because he's doing more damage than some people would with their leader, by the way. Because if you've ever seen people hit like someone like Billy's traps it up, you'll notice that a lot of people won't even do 200k damage. But this guy's doing 200k damage without his leader, so he must have amazing base stats. He's obviously a rally lead. He's got all the research done. If you saw my overview on a rally lead, you'll see why they hit so hard with all the castle skins and the familiars and all those other buffs and stuff. So Pod Ricky's going to come in with another attack here. Billy did give him his leader back. He just wanted to do another test, so he's going to go in for a range this time. Obviously not going to do as much damage because he's setting an infantry phalanx. So he wanted to try out his range, see if he gets a walk back. He did not get a walk back, so good job to Billy there for capping his range as well. Obviously, most traps, if you're set up right, should be able to cap these people. Again, this guy's not like a super titan, but he has a really good rally lead. Again, he is probably a top tier rally lead. Again, not titan, but one step below sort of thing. You'll see that with a lot of really good rally leads. They'll have double tier 5 familiars, all that jazz, all the research done. They just don't have like the Baron jewels and stuff like that really separates them from like these other top tiers. But really good job by Billy for taking these hits. I mean, you see the range did quite a bit of damage, but again, a lot of that is the tier 5 familiars. They do most of the damage when you're getting hit by range if you're an infantry. The Cav didn't do too much actually to his backline, but it was the front line. He took 426 from the Cab blast. Then his second blast, which was leaderless by the way, did almost 300,000 damage as well. So it's crazy how much damage that was doing. 356. I'm surprised there was no tier 5 familiar. Oh yeah, you didn't even send tier 5 familiars on that. So that's crazy how much damage he's doing without tier 5 familiars. And this is leaderless, by the way. Then he had his, well, he didn't have his gear on. When he had his gear on, he only did 212, so quite a bit less damage. He did catch him offline, or catch him without a heal there, so he did end up losing 200,000 on that one. Not a big deal. Again, Sanctuary's out, so it goes to the Sanctuary, you heal it back up. You might lose 20% of that, so it's like 40k troops. Not the biggest deal. And number four, we have Carefactor. So this is going to be a different type of trap. You guys are probably not used to seeing a trap like this. You're probably going to be like, what the heck? How do you call that a trap? It's birding all the time. So he's going to be trying to cap this, but you can see he does not quite have enough what's called troops actually attack or a cap attack like this. But this kind of this kind of solo trap is a bruiser trap. So what a bruiser trap is, it's basically a trap that can go into fury. You only have about 3 million troops. In this situation, it just has 3 million tier 2, so 1 mil of each tier 2. It is not made to cap big guys or anything like that. It's more to basically get free kills, because people, if they burn you, they'll more likely go hit you again and again and again. You end up getting more kills than them just sending their leader and then sending a rally on you. In this situation, even if they sent a rally, you could probably get rid of all his troops and hide, so it's not too bad. But in this one, he was able to cap actually that other guy who went in with only 3 million troops of tier 2, but he should have healed a little faster there. But yeah, so the other guy is going in. The other guy does have really good gear. So one of the guys was not a rally lead. He has, yeah, you can see his gear. It's like gold level 60 stuff, so not the best rally lead, or not the best what's called attacker, but the other guy is like a rally lead leads, full mythic, champion gear, all that stuff. So he cannot cap that guy, but he's able to cap the other guy pretty easily. But he's getting a bunch of free kills as long as he heals in time and he counters. He's going to be taking 0 reds from these hits, and he gets free kills at the same time, and they'll keep attacking him. So he ends up getting way more kills than you would if you're a normal Soul Trap. Because if you're a normal Soul Trap, what would happen? This guy would come in, you would cap him, you get 375,000. That would be it. They'd probably set a rally on you. You have the shield. Blah. And this one, he's going to be getting hit like 10, 15 times by these guys. He's capping the other guy, so he's basically getting full kills on the other guy and getting partial kills on this guy who's coming in, who is like a rally lead. So let's say the other guy wasn't a rally lead, he'd probably cap him, another guy'd come in and attack him, and since he's 67 mil, people are more likely to, what's called, soul you than try to rally you. And if, let's say, if they get a walk back and you don't cap them, they'll probably hit you multiple times, and you end up getting more kills over this whole video. You'll see he ends up, I think, with about 2 million kills from these guys. He did lose a couple troops, but that's only because he missed his heal. That's the only reason. It's not because they were hitting him too hard. I don't think any single hit actually gave him red, so he's able to heal as long as he heals in between. But I guess he wanted to get more on the video, so he was actually looking at this. But you can see the reports here. And that guy isn't healing either. So a lot of those are actual reds that the other guys are getting, and they're tier 4, tier 5 reds as well. So they're not just not tier 2 like Carefactor is. And you can see Carefactor actually has a bunch of extra troops in his sanctuary, and he only pulls out a little bit at a time. Because again, he doesn't want to be too high might. He doesn't want to have too many troops. He keeps those troops in the sanctuary on purpose. So he only will pull out, let's say 50,000 if he loses 50,000 sort of thing. And this is actually something you can do on your trap, is have extra troops in the sanctuary, so he keeps your might a little bit lower, but if you need more troops, you can always pull them out. So that's actually a interesting way to use the what's called sanctuary. I actually do it on my main trap. I keep troops in the sanctuary at all times, just so if I need to pull extra troops out, I can do that. It's also a way to get extra heals to make your front line a little bigger than it is. Even it also keeps your might low by doing that. So he's getting tons of kills. So look at the reports here. So 85,000 reds on that one from the other guy. I'll say their reds, not his reds. So 85,000. Then there's 150,000 reds there. 97,000 reds. 226,000. 277,000. These guys forgot to heal. 204,000. And these are tier 4, tier 5 hits. So 107,000 on that one. And you can see the only reds Carefactor ever took during this was when he forgot to heal in between the hits and there are 2 people hitting him. Other than that, he would have took 0 reds by countering and staying on that island. So number three, we have Nixplosive. So Nixplosive also has a different type of trap. So Nick's trap here, I can't remember what castle level it is, but it's not C25. It is a lower castle level. Again, he can keep lower might, and he can go into smaller kingdoms. So this is not like a Titan trap. Do not take Titan hits on a trap like this. It's not going to work out for you. Just because you don't have the base research and all that stuff. And if you have amazing gear, you could probably do it, but I wouldn't suggest it. So this is for like smaller people in the, let's say, 200 to 800 mil might range, who don't have who are not like main rally leads or anything like that. So they did go in for an attack there. He was able to cap that 250 pretty easily, only 77,000 injured on that. It was an infantry range, tier 4, so this is a good tier 4 trap. Again, you probably don't want to mess with tier 5 too much on this trap, but tier 4 is totally fine. So CR Miss Whiplash is coming in with 375,000 leaderless, so 150,000 dead on that one. That's not how you attack, guys. Do not ever send full range, no fodder. It's probably the worst way to attack ever. You do literally 0 damage. So so that 375 did very little. So you're just basically throwing troops away if you ever attack like that, by the way. So do not send what's called range and no fodder. It does not work out. Anyways, so so he's getting some free kills here. Another person has poured it in, and here comes the big guy, Indra Twin. So this would be a big guy for a trap like this. So you're looking full mythic. Basically, only thing missing is a mythic cup. Really good attacking person. Obviously, for someone like a normal, let's say, solo trap, Titan trap, like that's nothing. But for a trap like this, that's a big player. So keep that in mind during this clip. That 700 mil guy with full mythic is a really big player. Again, he's only castle 19. So he did get another attack there. Someone tried to attack him. He poured it away. He's trying not to get gangbanged here because he wasn't sure. He's basically just testing out this trap at this point. This is kind of his first test, so he didn't really know what to happen. one. So here comes the big attack. He doesn't know how well this will go, so he's going to pop the 50% boost just in case. He does not know if he can cap something like this. Again, he had just built the trap for this video, so these are kind of the first tester attacks on his trap, so he's a very, very anxious, but he capped that really easily. Was able to cap 3 of their leaders now. Yeah, so even that almost full mythic guy was not enough. He didn't have tier 5 familiars. Again, he's not like a rally lead like you saw in the previous clip with the guy's tier 5 familiars and tier 5 and all that stuff. No, he's not like that, but he is still a really good person, or really good attacker, probably over 700% attack and all that, so still quite a strong attacker. So with the C19, you got to be a little bit more careful just because you don't have the base stats and all that. So he does have the troops, though. He's got 12.8 million troops. You can see he was able to cap that one pretty easily. Not much damage. That was 112,000 there. It's only 77,000 injured on that one. That was the second hit he took and capped the leader. That was the infantry hit. And then we'll take a look at the next one. I think the next one was the range one. That was the stupid one. Only did 28,000. Again, do not send full range like that. That's the worst way to attack possible. But yes, that was really easy to cap. Only 28,000 injured on that one. And then this was a tier 2 tester attack. I didn't actually put this in the video, but again, the guy just sent tier 2. I'm not sure why after the other guys had already attacked. Doesn't make much sense, but again, then Key Sorcerer went in. 375,000, 150,000 injured. Those are some interesting familiars. You don't usually see those familiars when people are attacking, but this guy did set a range with fodder, so not as bad, but did 150,000, so a little bit more damage. And then the big guy came in, and the big guy did what's called 316,000, but he lost even more troops. Apparently the guy didn't have his infirmaries emptied. Again, went range into infantry, so it wasn't too bad. Might have been pretty bad if he went cav, but he was sitting in range, so it wasn't the worst thing to happen. And number two, we have BillyTheTrap. So BillyTheTrap is going to be taking a large gangbang attack. You'll see in 1 second here. So he's just like chilling out. He had capped someone's leader previously, so I think he had one of the EW's leaders or someone else's leaders, and then poof, they all poured in at the exact same time and then start attacking. But little do they know, he's got almost full mythic level 60, so he's going to miss a bunch of heals there. I guess he was lagging a little bit at this time too. You can see it's a little bit laggy. There's the Wheel of Death going on. He's trying to heal. They are all speeding in there, so he's took a bunch of hits before he hit that heal. He's going to take some more food out. Again, he's lagging a little bit. His infirmaries are not full though, so in the second round he didn't take any losses on that one, but he might have took some losses on the first one. Didn't drop too much might. Again, this guy is not a free-to-play trap, if you guys are wondering. He's got 1.2 million gems there, and he has got almost full mythic level 60. He is obviously a pay-to-play trap, but amazing gangbang take by Ether there. He was able to cap all those guys. You can see they're actually really good attackers, and this guy decided to go in for the lone attack after. Probably not the best idea, so he's going to try and ran away there before he hits. Again, lagging. He's just like not having a good time here. He's turning off his Wi-Fi there so he could get on his data so that he can try and take it. And yeah, he did end up porting away. So bam, there you go. So he's got like 10 liters there, able to cap 10 liters there. Only ended up really needed the healing once. Even so there, he would have probably only lost like 300k extra troops if he didn't heal at all. So we'll take a look at the reports at the end here, see how many troops he ended up losing and how many he would have ended up losing even if he didn't heal, because you can see even after he healed, he only had like 200,000 plus into his infirmary. He does have some extra troops in his sanctuary as well, so again, great way to keep some extra troops hidden, keep your might a little bit low. If you ever need those troops, you can pull them all out and then have a massive front line. So that's something I might do in a gangbang or something, just pull all the troops out, have an extra whatever it's called, 600,000 troops or whatever it is. But yeah, you can see this is the first guy who went in. He was quite strong, only did 310,000 damage. Some Mythic Champ, Tier 5 familiars, all that stuff. Was not enough to actually give him any reds on that attack at all. Don't think it was a full counter. Yeah, it was infantry into infantry. Only 148,000 done to his front line, and then the familiars did the most damage, actually. And then that guy went in next. I don't know how to say that name. Schmid. 258,000, a little less damage than the first guy attacker, but still quite a bit of damage there for that. And he had Tier 5 familiars as well, all the max familiars. Oh, he only went what's called tier 4, so not much damage done there. Then Philippe Marquis, not quite as good of an attacker, does have some champ, but not mythic or anything like that. Only 45,000 damage. He was not strong at all compared to the other guys. No tier 5 familiars or anything like that. So obviously not up to the same level as the other guys. So you can see how much of a difference those top guys compared to the other guys do. This guy is probably not going to do any damage. Looking at looking at his gear and what he sent, he did actually end up giving him reds, but only 45,000 because his infirmaries were already full. So these first 4 people, it took to the 4th person to give him any reds here, it looks like, and they only got like 40,000 reds anyways. So I think here's Era Studs. He would cav into the infantry. So we'll see if this one did any damage. Only 152,000. So even if he didn't really heal at all during this gangbang, he probably wouldn't have lost many troops looking at it, so it's kind of funny. He went full cav, no fodder or anything like that, tier 5, tier 4, only did 150,000, and this person came in, gear again, not like a rally lead, only 37,000 injured, and number 1. So number 1, we have BillyTheTrap. So BillyTheTrap is also a solo trap again. All these are solo traps. BillyTheTrap does have a YouTube channel, I forgot to say. I will leave that in the description down below. BillyTheTrap also has a YouTube. I'll also leave that one. And here it comes. So a massive gangbang here. What happened here is what they did is they sent solo attacks from really far away, and then they set a 5-minute rally. So the 5-minute rally will hit long before any of these solo attacks hit. So Zoo only has 2 options in this situation. The first one is to take the rally. Second one is to shield. And the third one is to port away before the rally walks and eat all the solo attacks all at once. And looking at these attacks, they're not super strong. There's not a bunch of tier 5 in them. The leaders aren't super strong either. They're all not popping they're not all popping 50% boost either, so they're not all sending 375,000, which if you're going to gangbang someone, pop the damn boost. It's just do it. Like I've seen so many gangbangs where people are sending 250,000. Like, why are you even bother joining at that point? Like, you're going to do nothing to a trap at sending 250. You need to send the 375,000. Don't send 300,000. Send 375. So yeah, there's 21 solo attacks again. 5-minute rally means he has to shield or random. That's basically his only options. He can't take the rally. You just can't do it as a solo trap if there's a proper rally lead. It hurts a lot more. So Zoo has basically checking everything out. He's going to make sure he has everything set up. That guy's again sending range, no fodder. Don't do that. It does no damage. Or I mean, if you're a trap, you want people to send that, but if it's just kind of funny to see people actually still sending those kind of attacks. It's just like, obviously they don't work, so don't do that. Anyway, so yeah, so they're gonna be sending that. He's gonna be looking around, seeing what he needs to get set up, because he's got to have a decision. So he makes the decision here. He's gonna pop the 70% boost. He's going to port away, but he sees there's a solo attack coming in here, so he's gonna wait for that solo attack to come in first. Once that solo attack comes in, he will random away, because basically he's going to take one solo attack, so he doesn't, that way he can heal in between them and then port away after that. So he's taking a little bit less damage, a little bit less reds as well. But yeah, we'll take a look here. There's like, yeah, about 21. This guy's probably going to end up either hitting or recalling. Yeah, what would you guys do? Anyways, leave your decision in the description down below. Would you port away? Or would you shield? So here comes Fennec. Fennec's making his little show in the what's called in the video here. He seems to be hitting everybody. Like, he's in like every video of a solo trap because he hits everyone. Again, you do not want to have a bunch of Fennecs gangbanging you. If there's 21 Fennecs coming in, and boom, he decides to port away, ends up eating them all. He only dropped about 9 million might, I would say, from all those attacks. Again, he did heal up before he ported away from Fennec's hit. Again, all the people who are attacking were not as strong as Fennec, which is good, because if this was like SGM or something, I probably wouldn't try this, by the way. If there's a bunch of like Titans gangbanging you with 21 attacks, you probably don't want to port away with 21 of those coming at you, but these guys were not quite as strong, so really, really good take by what's called Zoo here. You can see Fennec's hit probably did the most damage, 427,000. Fennec, yeah, obviously 800 plus attack. He's a proper rally lead sort of thing. Yeah, with tier 5 familiars, all that jazz, with tier 5 troops, infantry, and Oh yeah, just infantry. 209,000 tier 5 with some tier 4 to basically buffer it. And then let's see here, this is DN King. I'm not going to go through all the reports, or this would be like a 25-minute video, but yeah, so that was the first attack. Not too much damage. A lot of these guys are only going to be doing, let's say, what's called 50 to 100,000 damage based on, this guy actually was a little bit better. So only 91,000 though. Zoo is a very big solo trap, by the way, if you guys don't know. He's like 180 million, so he has quite a bit of troops. Actually, he has less troops than me. I thought he had more. I think he just must have more tier 3 than me. Maybe that's it. Nope, he has less troops than me. I guess his base might is higher than mine. For some reason, I thought Zoo had way more troops. But anyways, but yeah, he actually has less troops than I do by 1 million. That's interesting. For some reason, I thought he had more. Anyways, that's not relevant to the video. But so 40,000 on this one, 300,000 sent on that. Again, these guys do not have tier 5 familiars. They're not rally leads. They're just regular attackers. So they're not going to do enough damage to this kind of trap. Like, these guys are the guys you could probably easily take leaderless on your like old 100 mil might traps. And at like 180 mil might, or what was Zoo in this trap? Actually, Zoo was smaller in this. He's actually built... Oh, yeah, okay, that's why he's 180 mil might now, because he built up a ton of troops. Okay, that makes... I was like, I'm really confusing myself here. But yeah, anyways, he's bigger now. But during this video, he was only 150 mil might, dropped down to 142. Okay, that's what was confusing me. Anyways, DNM Punisher went in here, 150,000, 213,000 injured on that one. And then, yeah, so... I'm not going to go through all of them because, again, this would be a really long video. He's going to try and send a message. So anyways, so yeah, there was 148,000 tier 4 injured. So there's very little tier 5, if any tier 5 in this thing. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do have more what's called top 5 traps of the week coming out. If you guys have any clips for your top 5 traps, I will leave my line in the description down below. Add me online. Send me your YouTube or your links. Please make sure they are uploaded to YouTube if you're going to send me anything. Other than that, I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.